Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to White Gaming. How is everybody doing? We are back again today. It is Saturday. We got another Generation Zero video. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a little bit more of a detailed look into material farming. Where you can get the materials, the best places to get the materials, and the best and quickest strategies, really, to get them from machines and various locations. But first off, I want to say, we have finished Resident Evil, so thank you for all the support on that. Really enjoyed it, and it was great. Thanks for the support from you guys. But now we've done that, and Division 2 has finished as well. We've done that. So we'll have a bit more of a regular schedule again. We'll get back to normal, and I will post the schedule maybe later on tonight. So you can all get a look at that, and then you'll know what's coming. And that'll stay the same, really, until there's another game coming. I'm planning on just sticking to what we've done so far, where we have set days for everything, and then if there's anything extra, that just goes on either before or... So we don't remove anything, we just add something extra whilst it's there, and then it's back to normal when said game is finished. But with that all being said, let's crack on and have a little look at all this wonderful stuff we have. So... there are 5 types of materials that you will need. Textiles, thread, plastic, steel, rubber, and adhesive. That's 6, not 5. I can't count. Quick math. So, textiles and thread, textiles, steel, plastic, and rubber. Fairly easy to get hold of. Thread and... thread and adhesive, on the other hand, not so easy to get hold of. I have found, anyway, in my findings, I mean, the only place I have found thread is in toolboxes. And the only place I have found textiles is in bags. Adhesive can be found on certain machines. It just depends really on what machines you're going for. It seems to vary. I mean, all the findings that I've got throughout this video have been over me hunting down 10 or 15 machines, and then I've gone from the average of that 10 to 15. So, you know, you might find yourself a little bit different, but in the long run, it will all be pretty much the same. I say the long run, in the hour of farming, or half an hour of farming that you do, it will pretty much work out the same. So, let's have a little look. Before we go into the other bits, like the materials and where you can get them, let's have a little look at all of this stuff in here. So, as opposed to going out and finding things, we'll go through this first. You can dismantle old bits and bobs. Only weapons, so sidearms and attachments. That's all you can dismantle. You can dismantle binoculars as well, but obviously that's it. Nothing else. Obviously attachments and everything you can remove. But I have a feeling that in a newer update, you'll be able to take apart things like this and things like ammo as well. I really hope anyway, because that'd be great. That would be really cool. But attachments just seem to be the easiest way, really, because there's just so much. And you get more depending on the colour of the attachment or weapon. So if you get a 1-star, you're not going to get as much as, say, the gold. As you can see there, this is 3 crowns, 2 adhesive, 4 steel, 4 plastic. And on to 4 crowns, 3 adhesive, 5 steel, 5 plastic. Machine gun silencer, which is gold, and 4 adhesive, 6 steel, 6 rubber. And then over at the 1, 2 steel, 2 rubber. And you can also remove these, which 2 adhesive, 4 rubber, 4 plastic. Anyway, you can see all this for yourselves, so, you know... obviously, the better the weapon, the more you're going to get for it. The bigger the weapon as well. Just because it's in the same like category. So, machine guns, let's say. Not machine guns, sorry. Just because they're all 5 or 6 stars doesn't mean you get the same for each one. So, obviously there, the 5 crown rocket launcher, 9 adhesive, 16 steel, 16 plastic. You will get more out of that than you would the 5-star KVM. I think it's pretty much done by size. Obviously, the bigger, the bulkier, the better. Yeah. And also, obviously, handguns. You don't get as much, but you still get a decent chunk. Another good thing about the crafting is it has its own weight limit. As you can see down at the bottom is 250, and that goes into your recycling station. So it does help out so much because you can just whack everything in there and bish bash bosh. Oh, I haven't got enough room to store anything. I am trying to get roughly 1,000 of everything, but as I said earlier, thread seems to be the hardest one to come across. I've got 188 because you can only get that in toolboxes, which is quite annoying. So, with all that being done, let's talk about where and what you can get parts from, and then we will come back and we will have a little look at the apparel. So you can get your bits and bobs from a wide range of locations. I would recommend towns more than anything. There's no set location that's better, but towns and big bunkers, because they have weapon crates as well, so you can dismantle stuff. It just maximizes the amount of looting that you'll be able to do. And if you go to a bunker and there's lots of weapon caches and things like that in there, you don't really need to fight machines at all, because you'll be able to get everything you need from there, really. And then with the bags, they hold textiles, and toolboxes hold threads. Now, this is over, like I said earlier on, a certain amount of loot in those two items. With bags, I found roughly you get between 4 and 7 textiles in each bag. Not each bag, obviously, but when you do find textiles in a bag, it's between 4 and 7. And toolboxes is the same with thread, between 4 and 7. You could probably go out and loot 20 toolboxes, and out of that 20, I'd say about 12 to 13 will have thread in. So you have the RNG for materials is quite high. You'll always find materials. They're not hard at all. But you know, the best method I would go through is going for a bunker or a town. It's quicker than fighting enemies, but if you want a bit of a fight with an enemy, then yeah, do the same. And with enemies, I've gone through Phoenix because they are the predominant machine throughout the whole game. You can find them anywhere. Even on Himfile you'll find them. Obviously Himfile you will find a lot better loot from the Apocalypse class machines. But obviously with Phoenix you can do that anywhere, and they're always around, so you know it's a little bit quicker. But with runners, I found you get an average 6 to 10 steel. It's not much, I know, but you get more from, like I said, going through towns and dismantling weapons, really. Hunters, you can get a variety of things. It all depends on the class that you go for. I found military to be quite good for adhesive, but Phoenix, overall, plastic, steel, and adhesive. For plastic, you'll get roughly 16. Anything between 14 and 20, but normally 16. Steel, anything from 14 to 25, normally about 17 or 18. You know, and adhesive, obviously, because it's a harder item to acquire, that's roughly 8 to 12. 10's normally the lucky number that I've found with adhesives. But obviously, you might be different. Obviously, you guys let me know down below what you end up getting, because this is just me personally going through and doing this all myself. I haven't looked at anything else really for it. Harvesters, now they're a bit tricky. I found the best is Phoenix and military, same again, but they are very much hit and miss. So if you are going for resources, I wouldn't actively target them. It seems a little bit pointless, because I've only seemed to have got rubber and steel out of them, and that was several of them, and I got 22 rubber and 23 steel on average. It was anything from 18 to 25 on both of them, really. But like I said, I wouldn't really go for them just for materials, because it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it at all. And tanks are the best, really, for all of the things, all of the above, ladies and gentlemen. where they will give you adhesive, plastic, rubber, and steel. Plastic, rubber, anything from 32 to 40. Lucky number with rubber, I've been finding 34, 35, and then plastic is 36, 35. Adhesive, normally 12 to 17. 14 or 15 has been my lucky one so far. And steel can be anything from 20 to 40. It all depends really. I've normally got quite a lot of steel from them, but steel's just so high and so out there, I don't really tend to keep hold of it now. I've just got too much of it. Like I said, in my stash, where I'm trying to just build up to 1,000 of everything, just so I've got what I need really for when it comes to crafting and going through all the other little bits. Just in case you really wanted to know, kind of pointless because they never actually give you anything anyway. But Seekers, I get anything from 3 to 7 steel from them. They're very, very pointless, but each to their own, you know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So, with that being said, and that being done, I will show you quickly my locations, where I go, and then the plan is to have a quick look through all the schematics that are out there and just see what we get, what the average is. I know personally I don't think they're the greatest, but yeah, they'll be added more later on, won't they? So let's do that now. Let's have a look. So location wise, I found some of the best places are this little city at the top here. Yep, nope, not a clue. And this one down here, just because there's so many houses and things like that, and you'll come across quite a few machines in there as well. And then bunkers, really just any bunker will do. I've not really found better in one than I have another, so I just go for any old bunker, to be honest. They all seem to do what they do on the tin, you know. They hold stuff for the military, so there's a lot of stuff in there. But yeah, there's no set bunker really that I've found to be better than any others. And if you are just solely going out for the loot side of things, then by the time you've done the cities and the bunkers, everything would refresh anyway, because there's a 4-hour refresh in the game. So yeah, you'll always have, there's always something, always. There's never nothing there. You'll always be able to get something out of it. Let's have a look at the schematics. This is the first proper time I've actually sat down and had a look. So we have got, see, these are 1 crown, so there's definitely going to be higher items coming in, higher schematics that come in at some point. Obviously for schematics, steel is the one that you need the most really. 24.8, 24.88, 24.88 and 24.88. So thread and textile is really the one that you're going to have to go out and loot for through bags. So like I said, I'd recommend towns for that more than anything. I mean, if you want to get everything at once, I'd say do bunkers, because you'll find weapons that you can dismantle for the adhesives and other little bits like plastics and steel. Obviously, you're probably going to have to go out for machines for rubber. But there are a couple of sites and things like that give you rubber. So it's up to you really what you want to do. But yeah. So what have we got? We've got the bullet resistant jacket. 1% bullet resistance. Stealthy jacket. 1% noise reduction. Camo jacket. 1% visibility reduction. Blast resistant jacket. 1% explosion resistance. Fireproof jacket. 1% fire resistance. Okay, so let's... Oh, that's all jackets. Let's have a look at t-shirts. Everything's the same. 24.88. 24.88. Bullet resistant shirt. 1% bullet resistance. Oh, it's minus... Oh, no, it's because we've got the visibility reduction on our shirt already. 1% bullet resistance. I'm not too sure as well if it stacks. So if you use bullet resistance on your shirt, your pants, and all of that, I'm pretty sure that it does, but don't quote me on that one. Stealthy shirt, 1% noise reduction. Fireproof shirt, 1% fire resistance. Camo does nothing. Adds visual camouflage to shirts. Oh, that's a bit pointless, isn't it? Yeah, that's very pointless. Never mind. Obviously, you can craft these as much as you want as well, so there's no limit to how many of these you can craft, and it doesn't destroy the current thing that you're wearing. So once you've crafted it, you can recraft over it again. You're not stuck with the same thing. 1% explosion resistant, blast resistant shirt. What else we got? We got some pants, pantyhose. Camo pants, visibility reduction, blast resistance, explosion reduction, fireproof, fire resistance, stealthy pants, noise reduction, athletic pants, jump boost. So that's the highest stat so far, 2% there. Jump boost 2%. That's not bullet resistance 1%. So I mean, if you want to go all out with bullet resistance and everything, you can get a total of 4. That is the highest so far there. Athletic shoes, 1% jump boost, camo, visibility reduction, padded shoes, reduces fall damage. I think that's the 3%, which is the highest one. Yeah. Explosion resistance, -3. Noise reduction, -3, 4. Yeah. Okay, so the one that was blank was because I am currently wearing it. Let's just do that again. We can't view schematics. Seems to have broken itself. But so that is all the schematics, and I will put down below as well. I've done a video where you can find them all. There's 22 in total, so I'll pop that down below. You can go find out all of those there, and I hope you've enjoyed. And we will be back again on Wednesday with some more Generation Zero. Thanks for watching today, guys. See you again soon. Peace.